In this video, I'm going to give you a guide walkthrough on how to complete the Miri Fatja quest guide, which is a side quest. This is to find Marika, who is lost. Now, this is the quest you will get in the Nomad's camp right at the bottom left-hand side of the map. Roughly around here, you're going to speak with her father, who is like the chief of this little nomad camp. This is him over here, Voivode. Dude, he's got a confusing name, but that's the character. This is what he looks like. If you see him, speak to him, he gives you the quest and information about where you should go. Now, the very first step is to actually go to the herbalist lady who you met at the very beginning of the game. You'll see here it has a B marker on the quest. So make your way to herb woman Bozhena's little hut out in the wilderness over here, and you're going to go inside the building and you're going to speak with her, and you'll have the option to ask about Marika, and she will give you some information regarding her that you can use to help you where you're gonna find her. She'll tell you that she's hiding out in a cave in Apollonia, which is all the way on the east end of the map, so we'll end up going to that location. You can find Apollonia at this location of the map on the right hand side, and it is a big like search grid, but you're actually going exactly to where I'm standing over here. You'll see that we have two rocks, there's blood everywhere. Henry will start speaking about the blood. You're gonna go through this little pathway, and then to the right as the blood goes here, and you're going to follow alongside here, and you're just going to go into this cave, and you should find Marika at the bottom of this cave with her boyfriend. She'll then fill you in about the whole situation of why they're here, and you can either have the option of going back to the camp to get potions or helping Bohush by collecting herbs and helping him directly. That is the option that I'm going to use. I'm also going to show you where to find the herbs. For this, you will need bandages, 4 comfrey, and 4 marigold herbs, which are quite easy to find. She's also going to ask you to get an amulet from her father, and that is the only thing she will accept before bringing herself back home, which makes this a little bit tedious and gives you the runaround. But to save you some trouble of traveling back and forward, we're going to go to the Nomad's camp, and we're first going to speak to Voivode to tell him that we have found Marika and, you know, that she told us the story, blah, 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 and he's going to tell you a whole nother story about how her brothers went out and, you know, tried to attack some people, and one of her brothers died and another was taken captive. So he's going to ask you to take that brother and free him, and then he will give you the amulet that Marika wants, and that will be the only thing she wants before she returns. So now our objective becomes to rescue captive Tibor from the little town of Samin, which is just to the southeast of the Nomad's camp. Now, the house he's being held in is located right over here at this exact spot. You're actually going to approach from the southern side because the front has a guard that you cannot lure away. At least I couldn't do so. So I went around to the back, and luckily there is a window at the back here that you can just jump through. Nobody's watching here. And you can quite simply just go behind him and untie him and free him. And you guys will run away, and that's how you can rescue him. You're then going to ask him about his brother Getza, and you're going to offer to bury him. So you're going to find the location of where he's currently tied up, and you're going to go grab his body and take him to a burial site that his other brother Tibor is going to help you dig up. So we just have to go ahead and find the body. We inform him about all the dialogue options. Essentially, we just lead to this location over here, just to the northwest west of our current position. You'll see there's a woodcutter's camp over here. I do recommend maybe coming here at nighttime. You'll find the brother tied to a tree over here. Once you get close enough, the game will kind of like let you look at it and point it towards your direction. Now, when I freed him during the daytime, I aggroed all of the woodcutters over there, so I had to go butcher all of them. So maybe at nighttime, you don't have to do this. Maybe check it out. And then you'll see once you pick up the body, the quest updates to take you to that location over there. So just walk to this location and you'll put the body in the ground, and then there'll be a little bit of a funeral cutscene. I do recommend saying amen since they all said it, I guess. I don't know. Then you'll see Voivode is going to say that he doesn't want to give you the amulet, he's trapped without it, and that Marika also stole the letter that is their safe conduct that they got from the king that allows them to not be, you know, chased away, that they're allowed to live here kind of thing. So you have to go ahead and get that letter from Marika now. Now's the time we're going to go ahead and get those herbs, the marigold and the comfrey, as well as make sure you have bandages in your inventory as well before we go to Marika. So pick up marigold. I'm going at this location over here at Takov. So right where the blacksmith village is, you can find marigold flowers here. And also on this side by the herb garden at this location, you can see there's a few, more than enough than you need. The next location you need is for comfrey, and comfrey can be found to the southwest. So this is what they look like. You can find several of them over here near the water banks. They're like very popular around like the water and like the rivers and stuff here. So this is the location by the Jelevozhov wagon inn to the west of it. Right here at this spot, this is where I'm standing right now with all of these ones. So you can guaranteed get these at this location. So pick up at least 4 that you need for the quest. Now we can make our way back to Marika, who's at that same hideout in Apollonia, and we're going to go down there. This time you'll see there's some wolves. You will have to drive them away, kill the wolves, and go inside the cave, and you can give her the stuff to help her boyfriend so that he is, you know, safe, like it like heals him. Cool. You're then going to have to convince her to give you the letter so that you can trade it for the amulet, and you have to swear to it. You have to promise her that you are going to bring the amulet in exchange for the letter. So she's going to then say yes, okay, cool, and give you directions to where you can find the letter. It is nearby. When you exit the cave, you're just going to take a right. You're going to make your way to this exact location over here. You can see I'm standing right by that spot. This is what you will find here, and at this location you're just going to look at this tree facing towards southeast south, and you're going to see that there's a hollow in the tree, and this is where you can find the letter inside of this tree, and that's where you're going to pick it up. We can now make our way back to the Nomad's camp, and we're going to speak to Voivode. We're going to tell him we can do an exchange, amulet for the letter. He's going to be frustrating, and he's going to not do the exchange. He wants both of these things back. He's going to keep the amulet, and he wants the letter. You can either say screw Marika and give him the letter, or you can not give him the letter and you just wait until nighttime, come to his hut at this location, and while he's sleeping, you just quite simply just, you know, sneak and walk up to his body, and you just use the rob mechanic, and you can basically get a good amount of time here. I went for about 20 seconds of time, and then let go, and then find the amulet under one of the question marks. This time I was lucky, and it's actually the first one. Grab it, select it, and then leave, and you'll steal the amulet from him. This is not really the greatest way to get the amulet in the game, though, so you're gonna now take this back to Marika, and she's gonna be kind of upset because you got the amulet, but you didn't get it given to you. It has to not be stolen. That makes it worthless now. So I don't know if there's another way to do this. There might be, so you guys can explore and see if there's a different way to do this. If you have done it differently, let us know in the comments down below what you did differently that allows you to not get this ending. But this is how the quest ends from my perspective. I don't know if it ends differently under different ways. Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching.